This game day preview is brought to you by Asgrow Dekalb. The all-time longest winning streak in both school and FCS history is on the line Saturday as the Bison of North Dakota State begin the 2014 season Saturday against Big 12 opponent Iowa State.
Touchdown, John Crockett!
The three-time defending FCS national champions haven't lost a game since October of 2012, a road game since December of 2010, or an FBS game since September of 2009, a 34-17 loss to Iowa State.
This year's group of seniors were sophomores or freshmen, I guess, when we beat Minnesota, and sophomores when we beat Colorado State. They kind of learned how to do it, so to speak, and kind of maybe instilled some of that into those younger guys. But I think our brand of play helps us, because if you can run the football and play good defense, you have a chance.
The Cyclones under head coach Paul Rhodes finished last season 3-9, but returned 17 starters this season.
Well, last year, as I started, when we talked in fall camp, everybody knew who the 22 starters are going into the Kansas State game. Well, this year is quite a bit different. We now know who the starters are. Big difference for this year's, some of those kids have never played in this type of an atmosphere, in this type of a game.
After finishing 8th in the Big 12 in total offense last season, Youngstown State alum Mark Mangino was hired as the new offensive coordinator. After an injury-plagued 2013 season, junior Sam Richardson has been named the team's starting quarterback. Richardson threw for over 240 yards in his first 4 games last season.
We don't know exactly what we're going to see. You know, maybe you go back in years to what he's done at Kansas, to even a little bit of last year, what he did at Youngstown. That's where we're not quite sure. We've got to hope. We've got a lot of veteran kids on defense that have seen an awful lot of offenses throughout the last 3 years, and we've got to be able to adapt and adjust. But I know this, he's had tremendous offenses wherever he's gone, and they've put a lot of points on the board and put a lot of yards up there, so we'll have our hands full trying to slow him down.
Defensively, Iowa State has struggled, finishing 105th in the FBS in total defense, allowing more than 460 yards per game last season.
At the end of the day, it's really hard to stop what we do. It's tough because a lot of people aren't really accustomed to it, because nowadays the spread offense is kind of like taking over, and we're kind of a true power team still.
I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I want to say that everything's going to be perfect, but you know, it's football. You know, there's going to be some ups and downs. You know, we can't get too high, can't get too low. I expect us just to be as consistent as we can, and just, you know, biggest thing, stay on the field the first game, be effective on third downs, that type of thing, and just manage the offense as best as I can.
A new age of Bison football kicks off against Iowa State, live on Fox Sports 1, Saturday at 11 a.m. in Ames, Iowa.
You put your hand down in the dirt, and it's just like any other football game. You don't see the 50, 60,000 people in the fans. You don't hear them. It's just you and the guy lined up next to you.
Reporting for GoBison.com, I'm Ryan Nelson.